All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. A little live before lock. Happy Friday, whether it's, Friday early afternoon, West Coast, Friday early evening, East Coast, or international. I can't figure out time change. So I think it's nighttime, but who knows? Who knows? We got a good one today, though. I mentioned earlier in the day during the NBA bit, if you tuned into that, or maybe earlier this weekend live before lock. I'm going to be honest, guys. These slates are going to start to get much more challenging until we get to the playoffs. And then the playoffs will bring its own challenge. But it's going to be tough stuff. But before we do that, let's fire up the giveaway here. There we go. 3DK saying it's 10 p.m. CET. There we go. Not to be confused with CTE, which sometimes I feel like I have talking to you guys. Do me a favor, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, but hashtag silly season into the chat for your opportunity to win a rare tier card giveaway. A rare tier card giveaway. We're going to be doing that again. If you are a VIP member, if you are a member, we'll do a second rare tier card giveaway here a little bit later, just for members only. So get excited for that. Also, while we're here, I just want to give a shout out. I don't know how many people saw this announcement today over on the So Rare side of things, but this doesn't really apply to me because I'm a little too seasoned, if you catch my drift. But they're encouraging a little So Rare creator program. So I don't know why it's not sharing screen here. Why is that? Oh, what did I do? What's going on? Why is it not sharing screen? Let's try that again. Hold on. What is happening, brother? That'll make for an interesting show if we can't share screen. Let's try that again. Did that work? There we go. They're starting up a creator program. So I especially want to point out baseball and basketball. Basketball, it might make sense to wait till the offseason and get ready for the next season. I mean, do whatever you want. But if you are, JT Chell's asking, I am going to get into some baseball. This weekend, I'm going to start diving into that a little bit. But they created a creator program, which is pretty sick. It looks like it rewards you for the content you make. Also, just want to put that out there that if anybody is interested in doing so and wants to pick my brain, not that I am this wealth of knowledge, but just, talking content or whatever, I'm happy to have a little combo with you. Also, shout out the So Rare team. They scroll down. Look who's next to your boy, John Ellis, by the way. Oh, my God, they have a John Ellis. That's hilarious. Right there, Mike Zakarian right there. You love to see that. So again, if that is something that you're interested in, go check that out. I'm going to tell John right now. That says John Ellis, not John Nellis. He should probably see that. But anyways, if you got any questions about it, if you're thinking about firing up some content, looks like they're going to be giving you either some credit, some market credit. Maybe you win some cards. I don't know what they're going to be doing. I know that I don't officially qualify for it because your boy's too big already. He's too big and he's too strong already. Also, hey, it's Friday. We're going to crack a little something. We've got a little Killsboro from the Rockaway Brewing, New York's finest. That is Mike from the NBA Bet. You're absolutely right. We got a cold ale, a little light 4.7 percenter. Not going too crazy this afternoon, especially because we're not feeling a hundo P. Honestly, I shouldn't be drinking at all, but here we go. There you go, Borland. Yeah, fired up, man. I encourage more of this. Would love to see more people doing content this coming basketball season. So, because right now it is your boy Zakarian doing basketball content. George occasionally is out there grinding some gears, we need more of it. We need more of it. It makes everybody better. Also, like, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. We need more tea to cup from. But that I think that does it for the preamble. But yeah, go check that out. Baseball with Borland works. How about Jay Blazeball? As we learned this AM, these early evening beers are nothing special. No, that's not true. They are special. Normally, I don't have it until. Did you say never heard of the NBA Bit? Are you kidding me, Bad Step? You got to go check out the NBA Bit, baby, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern, giving you all the hoops action. We got Fury Sin in the chat. No, this is still a special beer. This is. Normally, Friday's a two beer day. Friday's a 2 beer day. I'll have one right now. And then I'm making pizza tonight. I feel like I did that last Friday, too. I'm going to make some pizza tonight. So I'm going to have my second beer during my pizza. Anyways, actually not during the making of the pizza. Let's get into tonight's slate. I got to tell you, this is a dumpster fire. We've got a lot of injury news already. We'll do the same thing that we do every time. We'll go through the schedule for tonight because that gives us a better feel for the injury stuff. We'll look at the schedule for Saturday and Sunday. Try to get a feel for it. Hunter, you got the same question I do, brother. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one to figure out with the Joker. I'm telling you right now, Jokic is out tonight. I'm playing him in for the second game, and I'll tell you why when we get to my lineup because I will show you what I'm cooking with. And I got to be honest, man. Like let's look at tonight's slate when we get to Denver. I'll talk about the game theory around it. Okay. All right. Here's what we got cooking for tonight. The Orlando Magic taking on the Washington Wizards. All right. Can't wait for that game. You see the Magic are favored by 8.5 here. Let's see what we've got for injury news, see if anything has changed. On the Orlando side of things, we have Cole Anthony still queued up. Everybody else besides Cole Anthony and Trevlin Queen are good to go besides Mo Wagner and Jalen Suggs. On the Wizards side of stuff, right, so we got Koulibaly's out, Kispert is out, Brogdon is out, Smart is out, Bey is out. Everybody else should be good to go. Can't stress enough, specifically with Wizards, with the Jazz, like the minutes are going to be a little funky. You're going to be real careful with it, but that's what we got so far. Rockets are playing the Miami Heat. They're 4.5-point favorites. This line actually feels a little fishy to me because I don't think Miami's good. Houston's only without Reed Shepherd. Amin Thompson, they get back. Like, I feel like the Rockets should be like 7-point favorites, but I don't know. What do I know? On the Miami side of things, the only guys they're missing are Drew Smith and Nikola Jovic. I will say, though, guys like Pelly Larson, Kyle Anderson, Scary Terry, they're not really projecting at all for any sort of fantasy points right now. They are projecting a little bit, but it's not too much. It's not too much. So just keep that in mind that rotation's getting a little weirder. The Pelicans Timberwolves game, that line has jumped to 14.5. I mentioned this earlier this morning, I believe. No Zion for the Pelicans. So the Pellies tonight, man, like, listen, some of them are going to project super well. I will say, no Zion, no Trey Murphy, no DeJounte Murray, right, for this team. This makes me think that Minnesota runs away with it a little bit. So I'd be a little bit nervous playing somebody like CJ McCollum. So CJ is going to project well from a fantasy perspective, but I think he'd be the first guy that sits, right? I think I'd be a little bit more interested. Yves Misty, the rookie, his minutes are probably secure. Jose Alvarado, Jordan Hawkins, Big Kelly Olynyk, Carlo Matkovic, Bruce Brown, the Robinson Earl, JRE. All of those guys are a little bit enticing, but still a lot of risk there on the Pelicans side of things. And then, honestly, the similar risk with the Timberwolves. So one thing going for Minnesota right now is that they lost 2 games in a row. They're going to make sure they secure a W here tonight. They're relatively healthy, so not too much to write home about here with Minnesota. Charlotte Hornets in the OKC Lightning and the Thunder. You're going to see this right now. OKC favored by 20.5, favored by almost 3 touchdowns tonight, right? So here's who the Hornets are without. Hornets have decided they're basically focusing on tomorrow. They got Tijane Saloon, the rookie. He's ruled out. LaMelo Ball's out. Mark Williams is out. Okogie's still out. Brandon Miller, Trey Mann, and then Marcus Garrett and Grant Williams are still out. The starting five is probably going to look something like Miles Bridges, Yusuf Nurkic, Daquan Jeffries, Nick Smith Jr., and Damian Baugh. You'll also see some Musa Diabate, KJ Simpson, some Seth Curry, and some Josh Green. That's a scary situation. Again, chasing 20 points in this game. The Thunder we mentioned this morning, they're going to be without J-Dub tonight. Case and Wallace is still questionable. AJ Mitchell is out. Dort Report and Ousmane Dieng are all out for that game. Next up, we get the 76ers and the Spurs. The Spurs are favored by 5.5. Somehow, the Spurs, who are not trying to win, are favored by 5.5. That just speaks to how bad 76ers are. You're going to notice a lot of these Spurs are jumping in the projections when we get to them. Of course, they're without Wemby and Fox. They're also without Bassie and Minix. So you got Castle, Vassell, beware the Sochan. He made the thumbnail. Shout out Jeremy Sochan. We got Sandro, CP Triples, Keldon Johnson, Julian Chabani, and Harrison Barnes. A little Blake Wesley projections as well. On the 76er side of things, man, they're without so many dudes. They're without Bona, Kelly Oubre, Tyrese Maxey, Kyle Lowry, Joel Embiid, Andre Drummond, Jared McCain, Paul George, and Eric Gordon are all missing this game. Also, we're fresh off a couple of games with Jeff Downton Jr. He was like popping, locking, and dropping. He was doing great. He's probably not playable right now. You're going to see some Quentin Grimes, who his caps come way up, but he's also been overperforming. Jared Butler, Chimo Kiki, Yabusele, Justin Edwards, Ricky Council, and then Lonnie Walker is returning, and so is Jalen Hood Safino. So all good stuff there. Let's keep going here in these games for tonight. Detroit basketball taking on the Dallas Mavericks. Pistons relatively healthy. They've got everybody besides Jaden Ivey. On the Mavericks side of stuff, they're without Exum. We just got word today that Anthony Davis, Daniel Gafford, and Derek Lively are all in the G League, but that means they're still not playing. Kyrie's out for the year. Caleb Martin's out. So starting five, something of PJ Washington, play the drop, Najee Marshall, Klay Thompson, maybe some Spencer Dinwiddie. You see Max Christie in there, Jay Nardi in there. It's going to be tough to figure them out. I'm sure we're going to see Kai Jones and PJ Washington play the drop, project pretty well in this game. We got Celtics and Jazz. We know Jaylen Brown has already been ruled out of this one, right? And so is Xavier Tillman. Everybody else good to go on the Celtics side of stuff. For the Jazz, Jordan Clarkson, a late Q tag, is actually kind of important because I don't think a lot of these Jazz are playable, but if Clarkson gets ruled out, you can get to Collier, you can get to Keontae, you can get to Sex God. Walker Kessler might be a ceiling game from him. I know they've been weird with his minutes, but with no Hendricks, no Lowry, no Springer, no KJ Martin, no John Collins, it could be Walker Kessler season. And also, as Borland shouted out this morning, Bryce Sensabaugh. Also, we get the battle of the owners. The Cavs are playing the Suns tonight. Both of those guys hate each other. We love to see that. Alan, why are you saying sheesh in the chat? Is it because I'm doing too good right now? Are you nervous with how good this is going? Yeah, Cavs and Suns owners hate each other, which is kind of fun. Cavs, for the first time in a while, are healthy. They have everybody. The Suns, I think, have everybody except for Grayson Allen, who's questionable, Plum Dog Millionaire, who's out, and Bradley Beal, who is out. No Bradley Beal, you would think that would give a boost to some guys. I mean, like, I guess Big Dick Nick Ridge, you can get to old Biggie Dicky Nicky Richie, but I'm not really sure. Anyways, that's that game. I don't know if there's too much to decipher from that. Couple games left. We got the Nuggets and the Trailblazers. We got a big question mark in this one, right? We already know that Nikola Jokic has been ruled out, which makes Jamal Murray just an absolute smash if he goes. I know his cap's a little high, but if he goes, man, that's a smash. Also, Russell Westbrook gets a nice little boost with no Nikola Jokic. Aaron Gordon has been put up big numbers with Jokic being out the last two games. It's the third consecutive game the Joker's missed. During that time, Gordon has put up 26 and 11 against the Lakers, 38 and 6 against the Warriors. Michael Porter Jr. also coming off some big games recently. Not so great against the Lakers, but before that, he had 20 and 11 against the Wizards, 21, 10, and 5 against the Warriors. You got Christian Brown. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like Peyton Watson gets a little bit extra run. You could do that. On the Trailblazer side of stuff, I think we just have the bigs that are missing time, right? Oh, Jeremy Grant is doubtful. DeAndre Ayton out. Jabari Walker out. Time Lord out. So fire up your Denny's, your Simons, your Klingons, your Sharps. All of those guys are fine. And then last but not least, the Memphis Grizzlies, man, we get a late questionable tag from Desmond Bane, which is a problem here. And let me actually check this line. Let's refresh this line quickly. The fucking oh wait, no, they're playing the Clips. Sorry. The Clips are favored now by 7.5. I think when we looked this morning, it was like 5.5. I have real concerns here that Bane is not playing. If that is the case, Triple J is a smash if this game stays close. You can also get to guys like Luke Kennard, Scottie Pipp Jr., obviously Santi Aldama as well. So anyway, something to think about that with that. And then the Clippers are healthy the rest of the way. They've got most of their guys tonight. So there's that. All right. I think that gets through the games for tonight. Let's remind the people here for just getting Sorare NBA squad. Let's see. Let's go. Marco's up in the chat. Yeah, do me a favor. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel. And then you know what? If you want to get yourself into this rare tier card giveaway, like the stream, subscribe, #silly season. Also, I'm going to put a link in the chat. Here. We're doing our little Splash Sports competition here. If you haven't joined yet, go click the link I just dropped. We got a little $5 entry tonight. We've got a decent contest here. I'm excited. I actually have been on a little bit of a cold streak. The plebes have been taking advantage of me here. We're up to how many entries for tonight? 25, right? This will get up to 40 at least. We got almost 2 hours to go. But join the Splash Sports. Just come hang out. We're having fun. We get some college hoops going today, too. You see, we get the March Madness Survivor Championship. That's a lot of fun. So go get... Whoa! You got second and rare? There we go. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Love to see it. 2,500. Let's go. Before we get into projections, I haven't really looked at projections too much outside of one thing early this morning. I'm going to show you what I was cooking with this past game week here. We'll see what my lineups were. Whoa, Johnny Warner. Look at this guy, a man of his word. 20. Wow. You want to know why? Because this guy, well, first of all, this guy's a great guy. He's got a great dog. This guy shipped $8,000 on Wednesday night. $8,000 on Underdog, a website that I'm no longer allowed to use. And instead, what's happened, I have watched people around me win money. I watched them tweet about Gilbert Arenas getting a bunch of impressions. Also, that's something we have to stop doing as a community. We got to stop tweeting out impressions. We can do better than that. Just tell me how much money you made. Impressions, that's what we're doing? I can see how many impressions I got on Instagram. I don't know. I just feel like we could do better than that. But anyway, shout out John. John is the GOAT, man. He's the best. He's the best. Sub to the Badge Bros. They get the best fantasy basketball content in Web 2, all right? But I got you in So Rare, baby. I got you in So Rare. Yeah, go sub to the Badge Bros. That was really cool. Oh, look, and he gifted himself a member too, which we love. We love to see. Hell yeah. I'm glad people are benefiting off of the Badge Bros. Go sub to the Badge Bros, baby. And go get on the Underdog app. You can still use promo code HOLD. Maybe they'll pay me in rakeback form, so I can't actually withdraw that either. But that would still sick. Go sign up. I'm allowed to have a little sass towards Underdog, but I do love them. Like, it comes from a place of love. It's like when your siblings let you down, maybe, and you're like, come on, man, I just expect a little bit better than you because I love you. That's kind of where I'm at. All right. I think, what was I going to do? Let's go check out the, 20 subs. The fucking GOAT, man. I also owe him 2 subs from Vucevic dropping 20 points. I forgot about that. Let's go over here. Let's go check. This is what I did. It's not going to show up. I can already tell. All right, here we go. This is what I did this past game week. We had a fun little sweating contender, even though our guy Alan in the not that Alan, but the other Alan in the chat was like, "Don't play the contender." This is what I did this past game week. So I ended up canceling my rare champ lineup so I could use it in the daily shit. But this contender right here came in 10th place, which I think earns like 35 or 40 bucks or whatever on top of some essence. But we had Blake Wesley drop a 29 spot. Giannis Antetokounmpo with a 62 spot. How about Sandro Mamakaleashvili? That's not the right pronunciation. Who dropped 30 points in 19 minutes. Denny and Dorian Finney-Smith. So that was a fun spot. This is what I got going for this game week, all right? We're going to look at, and this, I wanted to talk about the Joker conversation. So Nikola Jokic, right? It was widely believed that Jokic was just sitting that first game for rest, right? And then what I can't tell, no, we're not even, John. I got two coming that way. I thought Jokic sat that first game for rest. I thought, I actually think I said it on the show with John on Wednesday. I thought for sure he was playing that Wednesday game. And then for them to rule them out ahead of time on Friday tonight made me a little bit nervous. But I will say they play Portland tonight, and they got a kind of a big game against Houston on Sunday. I am assuming, based on what we were reading into, that Jamal Murray does play tonight. And I'm of the mindset that Jokic is going to play on Sunday. This is basically like a full week off for Joker, right? The last game he played was that Saturday night game against the Washington Wizards where Jordan Poole did his pool party, and then he was like, you guys stink. And you thought, if you think I'm making a joke, that's literally what the celebration was. So I kind of think Jokic is going to play on Sunday. I am going to play him in this lineup. And as you can see what this lineup looks like, we got PJ Washington, play the drop. He's got one. You got Jeremy Sochan, who's going to be one of the better projected guys that we'll look at here in a second. Cade Cunningham, and then Tristan Vucevic. So that's what this lineup looks like right now. I'm curious what people think. Taylor, boots on the ground in Denver. How do you feel about Nikola Jokic playing on Sunday? You think he's going to play Sunday? Sunday. I'm assuming it's Sunday and not Saturday. So anyways, that's my main team. So it's Jokic and Cade in the same team with PJ, who only has one game that makes me nervous. Vucevic, who should do fine for his cap of 17, and then Sochan, who projects really well. My rare champ 2, let's do rare contender 1. We got Yusuf Nurkic, Blake Wesley, Colby Jones, and then I was able to put Miles Bridges and Kawhi Leonard in the same squad there. Bridges, of course, without LaMelo and Mark Williams, so that's part of it. That's pretty helpful. And then the Claw, not on a back-to-back against Atlanta. That's also pretty fun. Nurkic, obviously no Mark Williams. My other rare champ here, we got Giannis Antetokounmpo, Denny Avdia, Donovan Clingan, Khalil Ware, and Keldon Big Body. And then my rare contender 2, I was able to fit Harden in there with Sandro, O'Shai Brissett, Jimmy Butler, and Jalen Wells. So before we get into some of the projections, how are we feeling about that right now? I was curious, like the PJ Washington makes me nervous. PJ with one game. It is against Detroit. I don't like Detroit's rim protection defense is pretty solid, but I think I'm still going to do it. Does anything stick out as bad here? Any bad form here that we're seeing? I do like the Jokic Cade stuff. Off the hook. There we go, John. We need it, John. John, run it back tonight. John, who are the plays tonight? Does anything look bad? You think Nurkic looks bad? Ventislav? Oh, wow. Are you hating against your people? Ventislav Ivanov? You don't like Yusuf Nurkic? I don't really... Listen, let me put this out there. I do not respect... no, I'm sorry. I do not trust Yusuf Nurkic. But no Mark Williams, I do think that like opens the door here. So he's only competing with minutes with Moussa Diabate. I mean, it's probably bad. Cap of 20, though. He doesn't have to do much. I don't know. All right, let's get into the projections. You guys don't really give a shit about my lineups, and I respect that, though. Yeah, Mark Williams is out. Mark Williams is already ruled out. Mark Williams is going to play the second game. He's going to play the second game for sure, but he's ruled out tonight. All right, here we go. You got Sorare NBA squad's got Shea, Alpi, Sengun, Dyson, Sochan, and Asar Thompson. Yeah, Asar's cap down to 23 is kind of fun. Taj Gibson erasure. You can fuck right off, Ghost. I refuse to talk about people older than me on this channel. Franz Wagner train. Okay. All right. Let's dive into some of the projections here using our friends at Top Tier. Let's do Top Tier. See what we got. Hold on. Let me make sure I've got that right. Also, remember, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, #SillySeason. That gets you shot at a rare tier card. And if you are a member, which we have 20 new members because of our guy, Roto Run, Mr. John Warner from the Badge Bros. We'll do a separate giveaway here towards the end of the show for members only, which again sounds so sexual, but it is what it is. All right, let's see. St. Mary's in the lead. All right. Man, John Boy Beats got mushed by Settlement yesterday, huh? I don't know how many people were following those March Madness bets, but Second Jack quote tweeted him downhill. All right, let's get into the projections. Let's do it. We'll start by sorting by value here. Let's see what we got. We got Colby, the aforementioned Colby Jones of the Washington Wizards, getting a little bit of run here. Cap of 3 with a projection of 23. Holy crap. Then you're going to see Beware the Sochan made the thumb. Look at these guys, the thumbnail bros right next to each other. Sochan, they got 2 games this game week, and it's not a back-to-back. He's going to cap of 23 with a projection of 41. Cade, I should mention Colby Jones also has 2 games. Wizards do have a back-to-back. Cade Cunningham over there with a cap of 40, the projection of 56. Now, Cade with 2 games is kind of interesting, especially with that cap of 40, coming off a couple of weird games, right? I think because Jokic only has 1 game, Giannis only has 1 game, the Lakers are weird, that he gets a little bit of a boost there, you know? There we go, Colby Jones. All right, there we go, Boss of Base. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good idea to take the thumbnail, bros? I think so. I am. I know I am. What do you think about Sam Hauser? Very attractive. Very attractive. We'll take a look at Sam here in a little bit. Let's get through some of these first. I mentioned Jared Butler for the 76ers, who's been balling a little bit. Cap 19 with a projection of 34 this weekend. Sixers also have 2 games. We also know their good players aren't going to play. Vucevic, cap of 17 with a projection of 32. Wizards do have a back-to-back, like we mentioned with Colby Jones. You got Blake Wesley over here for the San Antonio Spurs, cap of 6 with a projection of 21. Josh Hart, cap of 31 with a projection of 44. Ryan Dunn over here with a cap of an 11 and a projection of 25. You see Kai Jones, Jalen Hood-Schifino, some more guys there, sub 10 that are going to pop a little bit. Kai Jones, I think you can get away with in your champion lineup if you really needed to. Hood-Schifino, I don't think you could. I think that's contender or underdog only. Lonnie Walker's back. I mentioned that earlier for the Sixers. He's going to cap a 17. That's nice. Jaime Jaquez Jr.'s cap is all the way down to 11. I don't know. A little intriguing, right? A little intriguing. Let's do straight up projection here. So I mentioned the MVP. Cade is the second highest projected guy. He's projected higher than Kat, than Luka, than Joker, than Giannis. Now, most of that is because we get 2 cracks at it with Cade. We only get 1 crack at it with the rest of those guys except for SGA. I keep saying crack at it, and it sounds like crack addict. You see Zubac over here. Crazy Zubac's cap is 42, and he's still out projecting it. Quentin Grimes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the 8th highest projected guy this weekend is Quentin fucking Grimes. What are we doing? Quentin Grimes, what are we doing? All right, Ventislav. Vinceslav. I said Vinceslav. Says Kai Jones will be solid. Bronny James only works if Luka and Austin Reeves are going to miss another game. That was clearly a rest spot there. So I wouldn't bank on that. John was saying one of these Hornets. Yeah, man. Let's see. So let's actually do this right now. Let's sort by team here. And again, I know John is the underdog elite, so he's probably not in the Sorare streets, but let's sort by Charlotte here. So Charlotte has 2 games this weekend. It is a back-to-back. Now, I am assuming both LaMelo and Mark Williams are playing tomorrow. So it's like, we got a one night only here. Daquan Jeffries has definitely been the one that's been out there the most. I'm actually surprised it hasn't been Nick Smith Jr. Like, if you told me 3 weeks ago that this was the situation in Charlotte and John posed that same question, are you taking KJ Simpson, Nick Smith Jr., or Damian? I would be taking Nick Smith Jr. every time. But Nick Smith Jr.'s been, I don't know, he hasn't really been as effective out there. Daquan Jeffries has been a little bit more of a baller. KJ Simpson's cap's a little bit too high. It doesn't seem like Sorare loves KJ Simpson too much. So what was the other one? Baugh. I'm actually surprised Baugh's as low as he is. Or is it Baugh? Is it like draft beer? Is it Bath? I think I still would go Nick Smith Jr. I think I would. But it doesn't feel good. I mean, it really doesn't feel good. All right, let's do one more thing before I get to more of your questions here in the chat. I want to check one more thing. Let's just look at a cap of 10 or lower, just to see like the real value stuff for this game week. So we mentioned Colby Jones, Kai Jones, Blake Wesley, Brissett, Hood, Schifino, but here's some other ones. You got Jaden Hardy for the Mavericks. Again, Jaden Hardy with one game is a tough sell for me. He's a real boomer bust guy, so I get it. I totally get it. But Hood Schifino, cap of 6 with the projection of 19. I'm sorry, Hardy, a cap of 10 with the projection of 19. Then you got Oso Iguodaro there, cap of 8 with a projection of 18.6 for Phoenix. Phoenix also one game this weekend. It's against the Cavs. I don't know, it makes me nervous. Seth Curry, the old guy on the Hornets. That's not really a place you want to be. Shout out Taj Gibson. Colin Gillespie, apparently a beloved son now here. He's going to cap a 10 of the projection 15. Antonio Reeves, a guy who sounds like he was a third string wide receiver for the New Orleans Saints, not really the Pelicans, but there he is. You got Chuma Kiki, we mentioned. Baylor Shireman, cap of 6 with a projection of 14. And that kind of does it. Let's do the first thing I wanted to check was somebody asked about Sam Hauser in the chat. He's got a cap of 16. He projects for 24. The Celtics do have 2 games. That's pretty solid. That is pretty solid. Here's what we're going to do real quick, because I just had the FedEx guy slamming on the window door here that I got to sign something. We're going to take a quick little break, and then we're going to come back. This is like a good natural break spot, though, right? Good natural break spot, because we're about to start questions. I'll be right back. It's never for me. You know what I mean? Like, it's never a package for me. It's never, oh, my package finally arrived. That was for the neighbor. That wasn't even for this house. Well, it was for the upstairs neighbors. But anyways, we're back. We're about to get into questions. One other thing I wanted to throw out here before we get started in the questions, just like a little game theory perspective. I think like when you're doing daily fantasy, whether it's Underdog or DK or FanDuel or even the daily contests on Sorare, we have more information that we can we got a better feel for who we know is playing. And at this time of year in the silly season, we've got people getting ruled out left and right. It's really hard to predict who's going to play on Sunday. I think you kind of have to go into this mindset where there's a really good chance your lineup gets canceled in the sense that your MVP doesn't play. And like in the same way that I'm saying, like I'm playing Jokic this weekend, I am just going to play for the ultimate upside. I'm going to go for the ultimate upside. I'm going to hope I get it right with what I'm doing. And that's going to be my line of thinking. And it's like Joker's going to play the second game. And there could be a world in which Joker might not be a popular play this game week. I would like to think that most people who own a Jokic is going to play their guy because it's an expensive card. So you're like, I'm going to play him. But there might be, even if it's just like 18% of the Jokic's that are normally played aren't played this weekend because too many people are scared of the Q tag, especially because he's missed 3 straight games, including one of the 2 this weekend. I think there is a spot of leverage. Like if Jokic goes and drops 75 and people are like, well, I own a Jokic and I own a Giannis and I own a Luka, I'm going to play the guy that I know who's going to play. I don't know. I think there's some leverage to be had in those other spots. And when we look at some of the value that we're going to talk about, like those Colby Jones, who honestly wasn't super expensive this weekend, all of the Hornets guys that we were talking about, all of those different spots, right? I think there's leverage to play other value guys in those areas. I just saw somebody say Klingon is queued up now. I'm gonna check something real quick. I don't even know if this person is on Sorare, but I'm gonna. You know what? Wait. What's his cap? What's this guy's cap here? Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna scoop somebody real quick. I'm going to scoop a Dwop Wreath right now. And honestly, I normally don't do this. I'm going to scoop a Dwop Wreath to potentially sell here in 15 minutes. We're going to do a little, you know what we're going to be doing here with this Dwop Wreath buy? I'll tell you what we're trying to do with this Dwop Wreath buy. Let's wait for it. All right, there we go. Play a little Dwopoly, some big Dwop. We got Dwop that thing, Wreath. There we go. Dwop. There we go. Everybody knew. All right, enough of that. Enough of that. I think we've covered most of my little bullshittery. We've gotten 36 minutes into the show. I should finally start answering your questions. So fire away. What do you got for me? What do you got for me? And also, if you're just getting here, like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Hashtag silly season here. We got 61 entrants so far, so just throwing that out there. All right, let's go. Best 22 and under. Definitely have looked that up before. All right, best 22 and under. Let's go. Let's go back over to top tier. I don't think Goga ever plays again, man. I know we're trying to wish the Goga Batadze stuff. Feels like it's just not happening anymore. Let me just check that one real quick. Goga projects for 8 points. I don't think he can get to Goga anymore. The Goga is over. Let's go less than or equal than 22. So the highest projected guys in this range, Jared Butler, who projects for 34, Tristan Vukcevic, who projects right behind him at 32.5. Then you go WCJ, Wendell Carter Jr., some would say the antithesis to Goga Batadze. He projects for 30. Lonnie Walker, the fourth, projects for 30. Zachary Risache projects for 27.8. Then you got Daquan, Ricky Council, Justin Edwards, Ryan Dunn, Alex Caruso, Jamal Sheed, Keon Johnson, all projecting at 25 to 26 range with Yusuf Nurkic right behind it over there. Give me Sonny Gray over Pablo. We've got Tari Eason or MPJ or someone else under 33. I'm going to say, I'm going to say, excuse me, I'm going to say Michael Porter Jr. here, especially because we have no Nikola Jokic. But by projections, it's going to tell you. Josh Hart projects the highest. I think there's some risk there with only one game and the way the Knicks have been playing. Our guy Taylor in the chat shouted out Franz Wagner. He's right there. Jalen Duren, Jeremy Sochan. But Tari Eason is the 5th highest projected guy. Let's actually find, and then Michael Porter Jr. is like the 10th highest one. The difference in projection is about 2 points, though. So Tari Eason with 2 games, Michael Porter Jr. with 2 games. I think I would, if you're picking between the two, I honestly think I would lean Michael Porter Jr. over Tari, but I wouldn't hate either one there. Let's go. Best up to 27. Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not, Allen? Anything for our guy, Allen. You got Jeremy Sochan, the highest projected. Klingon, though, but that definitely gets a hit if he's not going to play. We haven't talked at all about Freddie VanVleet, who's actually been playing some pretty good basketball since returning from injury. Houston Rockets, hottest team in the league right now on an 8-game winning streak. They have 2 games this game week, and it's also not a back-to-back. Got a cap of 27, projects for 38. Then there's like a clear drop-off to some of those other guys we had mentioned. Jared Butler, Scoot Henderson, Deuce McBride, Nikola Vucevic, Asar Thompson, all in that range. So hope that was helpful for you there, Alan. What else we got? Probably searching more mature these days. Yeah, you're more of a Taj Gibson guy. Is that what you're saying, Common Man? Do I think LaMelo plays? Yeah, I think LaMelo and Mark Williams both play tomorrow. That would be my guess. Unless they were too freaked out after winning a game against the Knicks that they were like, whoa, that's not what we're supposed to do. But I do think. How come JT Thor played 30 minutes is not even projecting? I don't know who JT Thor plays for. I'm going to be honest. I don't know what team he's on. I knew he used to be. Is he on the Clippers? He's on Washington. Here are the bigs that the Wizards have available tonight. Let's see. They have JT. I got JT. Yeah, JT Thor I have projected for 10 fantasy points for tonight against Orlando. It's a shit matchup. He's also got Sar, Vucevic. Yeah, there's a lot of guys in front of him. I think that's part of the reason. That's a good question, though. I do think you can do it. I don't know what his cap is. What's Thor's cap here? Cap of 5. They have him projected. They have him projected for 10. What do you mean? He's projected. What are you talking about? Bad step. That's a bad question. No, it's not a bad question. You're fine. Barn burn over here with the Vandy. Did that game go to overtime, Boston base? Watson or Lyles is a good one. Hey, 3DK, like, listen, Watson's probably going to project better here. I kind of like Lyles, though. Watson projects for 16.8. Lyles projects for 16.6. I'd go Lyles here. The Kings seem to be liking to go small, so I think I would do it. Brolo, Drew Holiday, or Fred VanVleet? I'd go Fred VanVleet. There you go, St. Mary's with a dub. Did they cover, though? What was the same? Wasn't St. Mary's like -4? How much did they win by? What was the score there, Boston base? Jamal Murray and Brandon Williams in or out? We don't know yet. We don't know if Fury's in. We don't know. Oh, they didn't cover. Damn, they didn't cover. Vucevic, man, good luck, man. Good luck figuring out Vucci, man. He's going to cap at 27. He projects for 33.5. 33.5 for the Vooch. LeBron or step back Harden prime for MVP? You mean like LeBron prime versus step back Harden prime? What do you mean? What do you mean, Alan? All right. Sandro's still a thing. I'm getting to Sandro. Sandro! He's in one of my lineups, man. Mama say, Mama Sama, Sandro, no. He's going to cap a 14 with a projection of 24. I will say, though, like, listen, if a lot of people are box score hunting and they saw Sandro went for 1,000,000 points last game week, I wouldn't expect that, man. He only played 19 minutes. This game week MVP. I would take Harden over LeBron. We don't know if LeBron's playing. I would take Harden. I would take Harden. We don't know. I don't think LeBron's playing this weekend, right? I don't think, anyways. Let me see if I get any more. Oh, we got Pabluso in the chat. Let's go, Pabluso. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, brother. Let's see if we got any other injury news. Wait, the Underdog NBA account doesn't exist anymore? What? Oh, wait, am I looking at the wrong? What happened to... What happened here? Oh, no. Okay, Jesus. Cole Anthony just got ruled out. So Kojo, Corey Joseph is starting. We get a late Q tag for Deuce McBride here. Halliburton's questionable again. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's for tomorrow. Deuce McBride is questionable. You guys mentioned Klingon, Zaire Williams. D'Lo already ruled out for tomorrow. So they're going to be pretty short in the guards. And then Capella missing 3 to 4 weeks doesn't really change anything. Interesting. Okay. All right. What else we got? Yeah, I was looking at the fake account. Oh, JJ said he might play. I'd still take Harden. I like the Clippers play the Grizzlies tonight, man. I love it. I would take Okiki over Anthony Gill, but it feels bad no matter what there. It's Hershey. No, it still exists. There was a fake account that I think got eliminated. Best 43 and under. We can probably just sort by. It's going to be Cade Cunningham, followed by Karl Anthony Towns, followed by Ivica Zubac. Then I need a hero. Then Alpi Sengun. And then Evan Mobley, followed by the Claw, Kawhi Leonard. There you go. AJ Johnson. Yeah, I don't. Let's see. He's got a cap of 10. Why? Yeah, that's a bad projection. I'm going to be honest, guys. I don't know when the last time top tier projections got updated. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it needs a little boosty boost. I'll give you a Zakarian projection. You ready for some Zakarian math? I got AJ Johnson going for 24. 24. Isaiah Joe, if Wallace is out. Yeah, I think you could get there. Wouldn't be my favorite, but I think you could get there. Norman Powell projects for I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Is his cap too high? What's Norman Powell's cap? Yeah. So cap at 32, projection of just under 30. Just under 30 right there. Yeah, I like it. All right, what else? Yeah, there you go. Zakarian projections. That's right. Allen or Garland in champ lineup. I like Garland's ceiling higher than Allen for a champion lineup. Triple J. Yeah, hey, we haven't talked about this too much. Jaren Jackson Jr., man. So he's going to cap at 35 with the projection at 34. I know they only have one game. If I had to pick one guy with a cap lower than 40 to score 55, it would be Triple J. No John Morant tonight. I know it's the Clippers who play staunch defense. No Desmond Bain either. Yeah, let's fire it up. And do I do those every week? No, I am going to be doing some baseball projections, though. I think that's how I'm going to try to figure out my content for baseball. I don't know how many of you guys are going to dabble with Sorare MLB, but I think we're going to do some Zakarian projections. I think we're going to do it. I don't know who else is doing it right now, so I think we're going to do it. All right, so Trae Young for sure, bad step, but I want to give a case for Walker Kessler here. So Trae projects for 39 because they only have one game. Kessler projects for 39. They have 2 games. I think Kessler probably only plays one of those 2 games, if I'm being honest. And then Hero, I'm not going to get to, I don't think, even though they have 2 games. He does project the best. Hero projects the best. Hero is the safest. I will say, I think Walker Kessler could give us 60. I think he could give us 60. Is SGA playing? Yeah, SGA is playing tonight. It's no J-Dub. And then like a questionable tag on Case and Wallace. No Lou Dort tonight. Big Zoo is going to eat. I agree. I haven't bought any yet, but I'm trying to figure out how to do baseball content, because you can't really do live before lock. So I think I'm just going to build my own my own progies. What about Ant-Man? Yeah, let's look at Anthony Edwards here. Anthony Edwards has a cap of 44 with a projection of 48.1. 48.1. There you go. There you have it. All right. Did we get any other injury news here? Trying to see. Also, we're at 3,011 subs over here. You love that. Again, I can't stress enough between Roto Run, our guy John Warner, giving out 20 subs today to the people. And then Boston Base giving out 1, 2. That was pretty sick. We got to have we got to be close to 100 members if we're not there yet. What are we at here? Let's see. In the last, looks like we're still right about, like 80. 80's good. 80's good. We love that. Live streams would be best on Wednesday. Okay, interesting. Monday afternoons I could do. I was thinking it would have to be Sunday nights. All right, Borland's saying Jokic, Zoobs, D'Lo, McBride. Well, so the McBride questionable tag is the McBride questionable tag makes me nervous. Otherwise, I like it. You know what though, John? I actually think you put us over 100. I think you put us over 100 right now. Although, man, you're fucking flex. Although you do more for your members, fucking Badge Bros, man. They do a bunch of members only streams. I should be taking notes. They got. Would you say you have like over 400 members? Amazing shit. You guys are the goats. And you're nice people too. All you had to do is get rid of Numi, and you guys have been thriving. I'm just kidding. I love Numi. I just was saying too many nice things, so I had to say something mean. No, I'm sorry. I know Zubac has been a monster. You can't take him over Cat. Though. You can't do it. Zubac here, right? He projects for 50 in those 2 games. What's Towns? Towns is 53. Yeah, I know it's only 1 game. I don't know. I draw a line somewhere. I almost have these mental tiers, right? Where it's like, okay, I will use projections to figure out the guys within these tiers. But in my mind, Zubac is not in the same tier as like a Karl Anthony Towns. So you can't do that. Yeah, you got to take Towns over him. Oh, dude, my dog. I don't know if you guys can see this. My dog's just chilling on the ottoman over here. I don't know if I can pick the camera up. So you can only, there we go. We're getting a little bit of the Bandino. He's making some weird noises. Over here, just going, I don't know what's going on. But he's a good boy, though. Yeah. Oh, man. He was fucking around with some old dude today. Really made him nervous. It was great. But he doesn't, the old dude couldn't, he was an old Greek guy who barely spoke English and could not grasp the fact that my dog has 0 energy in him. And he's just like, listen, man, if you're not going to feed me, I'm on to the next thing. And that was it. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, D'Lo is out. So Quentin Post, there you go. Welcome aboard. Good stuff. Grimes, Avdia, or Spida? Dude, listen, you know why I like this question, Daniel? Because it's Spida slander. And I know that's not what you're trying to do here. But anytime there's spite of slander, like I like that this is where we are. This is March basketball in the NBA. You're asking me, do you play Quentin Grimes, Denny Avdia, or an first team All NBA Donovan Mitchell? Oh, this game, man, this game. So Grimes projects for 50, just like a cool 50 this weekend. Spida projects for 45, and Denny projects for 43. I'm going to say it. I like Spida the least of these three. I do. I think you go with Grimes. Fuck with Grimes. Let's do it. Bandy wants more baseball talk to go. Yeah, Chad is also a good boy. Did you break the 3-point record? Nick, man, Nick. Listen, I'm glad you brought this up. We got plenty of time. I know I've talked about it on the NBA bit, but not everybody tunes into the NBA bit. Listen, we had a good performance. I think the last time we talked about it on this show anyways, we were in the 40. For those that don't know, in the 40 and over basketball league, we had one game left. And I was 1 3-pointer behind the leader. And in my last game, I went 4 for 8 from 3-point land. Okay. We were doming them up. We had one in the first half, 3 in the second half. I had a good performance. But then when push came to shove and they updated the website, I am number 14 in your programs, number 1 in your hearts. Finished the season, the 10-game season, with 25 made threes. However, one guy on TFA Elite finished with 26 3-point makes. But that's good, though. Sometimes you need the fuel for the offseason. You know what I mean? You need to go into the offseason, which is a 2-week period where I'm going to go to therapy, both physically and mentally, spiritually, emotionally. And then we're gonna get our head right. We're gonna come back. We're gonna try to shoot a higher percentage from 3, and then cook. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for asking. We finished 3-7 in the 10-game season. We did not make the playoffs, but we were a second half team, man. And I'm with you, Magic Murillo. If you ain't first, you're last. All right, people are asking about the Hardy Party. Let's talk about the Hardy Party. They've only got one game this game week. He's going to cap 10 with a projection of 19.6. I mean, Hardy's like a big boom bust guy. Pause. Big boom bust guy. That he I don't know. I could see him getting 40. I could see him getting 5. So just keep that in mind. Oh, my Wi-Fi got a little weird there. What's going on? I hope I'm still coming in clear as day here, right? Okay, I am. I'm good. Can we live stream your games on playback? Bad teammate. Oh, you know what though, John? I will tell you, man. I'm not gonna lie. There's a guy on my team who told me before the game, we were like warming up, and because we were playing the best team in the league. And he was like, hey, if this game gets out of hand, he's like, we are just finding you this whole second half. So the plan was, if we were down like 15 in the second half, I was going to take probably 15 shots in the second half. But we played the team very close. So we played to win. We played to spoil their playoff dreams. So that's why we didn't do it. Cavs projections between Spida. Yeah, there you go. You take Spida. Take the highest projected guy there. You don't have to overthink that one. Take the highest projected guy. To play a big spot, how tall do you need to be in? Oh, no, Borland. This is what I thought, man. I thought it would be like a pretty small league. This league is fucking enormous. It's just New York. It's just a bunch of big dudes. I couldn't believe how, a lot of these teams have been playing together for a while and, are really good. They have, good chemistry, really good. They are big dudes. I'm not a big person anyways, but I kind of assumed every team would have someone that was 5'7", 140 pounds. And they didn't. I was constantly guarding guys that were 6 feet tall. And I was fucking manning them up too, because I'm feisty like that. As John rightly pointed out on Twitter, I get some real TJ McConnell in them. Let's see what else we got here in the chat. Yeah, yeah, for being too good. Bad teammates for not punting the game early, man. No, you couldn't. You're not going to play back. No one wants to watch these games, I promise. It's already embarrassing enough that we set up a camera. It is. It's pretty bad. But I got to tell you, you guys want a piece of advice? And I know, John, you're in you're playing some adult hockey, right? I think everybody should join something like this. And I don't care whether it's softball, hockey, basketball, chess, poker. You should have a thing you do once a week with people. Church. I don't care what it is. I think it's important. My brain much better since doing it. There you go, Jeff. I can tell this is how gross this slate is that we're talking about the 40 and over basketball league here. Yeah, exactly, man. This is what I'm talking about. You just need it's just dudes being dudes, or it's a co-ed league. Maybe it's dudes being gals and gals being gals and gals being dudes and dudes being dudes and them's being thems, Like it's just important to have those weekly things. Who's better? You Adam's probably Adam Sandler, dude. Adam Sandler can fucking ball. Oh, wait, hold on. I've told this story, right? I have hooped with Adam Sandler. I've hooped with Adam Sandler. I think it was 2008. Was it 2008 or 2009? They were filming I think it was Grown Ups 1 or 2, one of the Grown Ups movies, and they were shooting it in Boston. And I was one of the few students where was I working there? I can't remember. I was living in Boston, either working or attending Emmanuel College because I did both. And Sandler randomly showed up at the gym and he was talking to like the AD at the gym who I knew, and they were like, "Hey, he's like, I want to like, are there kids here? I want to like I want to run fives." And I played ball with Sandler. It was quick. He was great. Great passer. Doesn't want to shoot the ball at all. Great passer. And just like awesome. Awesome, man. Just a great dude. Oh, wait, what's going on, Jeb? A late 20-year-old, early 30-year-old was hitting on me, and my mom was also on the team with me. Dude, that's exactly the age range. I mean, that's like prime search engine material right there. Late 20, early 30-year-old. Oh no, I included moms. It was your mom. All right, I got it. I got what you're saying. All right, let's guys. What are we gonna do, man? We got at least another 40 minutes here. What are we gonna talk about? We don't know. Do we have any other injury news? You guys join the Splash Sports contest. Let's see where we're at here. We're at let's get this thing up over 50. We're at 30 entrants right now for our little Splashy Sports contest. Let me drop the link in here. Unless did I lose the link? Did I lose the link? Where is it? Where are you, girl? Where are you, girl? Oh no, there it is. I'm gonna drop the link into the chat. Let's get this up there. Come on. Let's get this up there. You're looking for the Drew Holiday projections? Yeah, man. Let's see what Drew's got going on. Drew's going to cap at 26 with a projection of 30. I did show you guys my squads here at the beginning. My lineups, Alan, Lijimiaya. I'll show you how do I get the credit on Splash. Yeah, if you're just signing up for Splash, I think you just have to play the $10 worth after you deposit. But I can drop a referral code into the chat as well, which could help you up here. We'll throw that in there. Let's go. All right, let's get the hat back on too. Oh, people are asking for the Chet projection. I'll just say the Chet projection. I won't show it to you, and then I'll pull up my lineup. So Chet with the 2 games this game week has a cap of 36 with a projection 43. One thing I would say about Chet, though, I wouldn't be surprised if he only plays 1 game this game week. He was one of the few guys that has been playing regularly recently while they've been resting guys. I could see potentially Chet sitting one of these 2 games. Just throwing that out there. There's been no reports on that. No reports on that whatsoever, but just throwing it out there. All right, let's go over to Sorare NBA. Although now did it show you? Did it share screen here? There we go. Okay. So let's go see. I just bought a Dwop wreath here because I'm a sicko. Let's go see what Dwop's looking at right now. Price-wise. Dwop. Oh, it hasn't gone up. It hasn't gone up yet. What did I buy it for? It said $15. What did I buy it for? 50. Okay, we're not down bad. We're not down bad. So these are my lineups so far for today's action. We've got our rare champ. We got PJ Washington play the drop with Tristan Vucevic, Jeremy Sochan. We got the Joker and Cade Cunningham in the same squad. Then we had. So this is what we're gonna do here. We're gonna clear some of these teams. We're going to clear some of these teams because we're going to throw Dwop Wreath in our main contender. So this is going to be my Rare Champ 1 is my first lineup. Rare Contender 1 is going to be my second lineup here. That's what we're going to do it. I think he's a guaranteed 30. I think he's a guaranteed 30. They're just so short-handed. He's going to be out there, He's going to be out there a ton. All right, let's go. So for this, we're going to start with Wesley. Let's get Wreath in there too, since we just bought him and we're assuming Klingon's not playing, right? The other thing that I think we can do here, who is the other We had another like really cheap guy. So we've got Brissett that we could use if we wanted to. We also have Colby Jones here, who I think that's going to be. That leaves with 47 the rest of the way. Can we get? Oh, I kind of want Miles Bridges. Like I do think Miles Bridges is a good play this game week. But I think what we do, like forget that second 55 and 40. Damn. What if we do this instead? What if we go Jaron? That leaves us with 60. Honestly, we could just do this. Hold on. Let's get Duop Reith out of this one. Can we go Harden? That leaves us with 26. Do we have anybody in the 26 range? Or, nah, I don't love this. So instead of that, because I do love Jaren Jackson Jr., if we go Miles Bridges, that gets us to 28. And then at 20, the 28. That leaves us with Keldon Johnson here with 2 games. Khalil Ware with 2 games. What do you guys think of this? What do you guys think of this lineup right here? Wait, did this freeze up? Oh no, I'm back. Wait, Jalen Green, 35 cap going for 60. I gave you that herder, right? Did you sell it? Did you sell the herder? Actually, I kind of want Duop Reith in this though, man. What if we do this instead? All right, hold on. Let's get Duop. Let's get Duop Reith back in here. Why don't we take Jaren? Let's throw Jaren back in here. So that leaves us with 60. Let's throw Bridges in here. And then that leaves us with 18, right? If we take out Blake Wesley, can we find something in this 18 range that we can fuck with here? I don't know why it's not just going to right to 18. We could go Alec Burks with 2 games. I don't really love that. Guy Santos. What about Jalen Wells here? Jalen Wells, if the Grizzlies are going to be shorthanded, what do we got? What do you guys think? I don't know what to do. I mean, the other thing, what if we go down from Miles Bridges? Is there anybody that we really like there? Because again, that's like 33 average here. We could just do. I mean, what if we just do Denny and then Jimmy? What about this? Why did it do that? Why did it fucking do that? Is this the lineup right here? What do you guys think about this? Duop Reith, Denny Avdia, Jimmy Butler. Denny, Duop, Triple J, Colby. You're right. This is what we do, right? I think this is what we do. All right, let's throw this in there. I think that's fun. That's fun. Now we can still do with this next one. Or let's do this instead. Let's do the contender again. So Wesley here. Let's use Brissett as our second one. That leaves us with 35 average, right? What about this? Ready, Sandro? Now we could go ready. Miles Bridges and Kawhi Leonard. We could go Miles Bridges and Kawhi Leonard. That leaves us with what about just Harden and Kawhi? I know they each have 1 game. No, they have 2 games. Harden, this is fire, right? Harden, Kawhi. Yeah. Wait, Tari you would take Tari over Triple J? Why? We got Amin Thompson back in action. Triple J is going to be without Ja Morant and without Desmond Bane, most likely. This is fire, though, right? Harden, Kawhi, Brissett, Wesley, and Sandro. I don't think I could do Tyree over Triple J. Unless I'm missing something news-wise. Did we get more news that I'm missing here? Let me just double check the underdog. Oh, God, it keeps doing that. Why does the underdog NBA... Oh, God, this website is going to die soon. There we go. All right, so we got... No, nothing since Cole Anthony being rolled out? All right. I think we're going to do it. The beard is looking fresh. You're right. No, I disagree with you, Ibrahim. And I disagree with you, Common Man, too, you sicko. I'm going to do this. That gives us the one thing I should have checked, though, I had some daily lineups, too. Did I use anything in the daily that I would have used? Fred's no, we didn't. Okay, so let's go back and we'll do the leftovers here. Great show on HBO. Let's just do rare champ number 2. We'll get Giannis up in there. If we don't get Miles Bridges in this one, we'll probably put Miles Bridges in the daily. I feel like we should be used. Let's see if we can just force Bridges in here because that's what he's into. All right, let's see what we got. Cap at 24 the rest of the way. I think Asar Thompson could get in there. I do want to use Yusuf Nurkic here at some point, then that leaves us with 29. Keldon Johnson. This is fine. This is fine. I'm fine with this. There we go. That's the squad. All right. So final call here. My champion lineups. The Joker. Beware the Sochan. Cade Cunningham. Vucevic. And Dwap Reith. I'm sorry. And then PJ Washington, excuse me. Then we had Yusuf Nurkic, Miles Bridges, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Asar Thompson, Keldon Johnson. Rare contender number 1. We got Dwap Reith, Triple J, Denny, Colby Jones, and Jimmy Butler. And then rare contender number 2, we have James Harden and Kawhi in the same lineup with Sandro Brissett and Blake Wesley. That's what we're cooking with for this game week. Is it not showing you my screen now? What is going on, bro? What is going on? Hold on. No, it is showing you the screen, right? That's so weird. It's not like I can't see it on mine. Okay, now I can. Okay, if you have buy a Fred VanVleet, you just play I'm playing Sochan over Fred VanVleet anyways. I think Sochan's a better play than Fred VanVleet. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. All right, what else you guys got for me? Anything? Anything? Wow, Lamar Jackson's going to be in the Power Book 3 cast. Okay. All right, Lamar, didn't know you had that in you. We're up to 30 entries over in the Freaky Friday contest. Love to see that. Got some new followers over here. Let's see. Do we have any NCAA men's scorer updates here? Let's see. Let's go to the home of ESPN. What do we got here? North Carolina's down 10 with 6 minutes left. Grand Canyon's down 12. No, that's 14. Duke won by 1 million. All right, there we go. That's it. That's all we got. Also, the women's tournament started. I forgot women's tournament was today. Hell yeah. Women's tournament, low-key, more fun sweat than the men's tournament. I'll say it. You're sitting, yeah, you've been finishing in the cuck chair for a little bit there, Weisberg. Bad Step is saying Tatum and Watson or Hero. Oh, Tatum and Watson. Tatum with no Jaylen Brown tonight is pretty fun against the Jazz, even in a blowout spot. I like that quite a bit. So to me, that's kind of easy. And I just don't trust what's going on in Miami right now, you know? Yeah, what else you got? Refresh you. Oh, wait, refresh is down 5 with 2 minutes left. Whoa. Let's see. All right, so we got down 5 with 2 minutes left. Maybe we take this over to playback, you know? And Grand Canyon's down 15. Hate that. Need them to cover. John Boy having a decent second day, though. Shout out Mr. Beats here. Mr. Beats. That would have been a funnier name than John Boy. Mr. Beast shout out. All right, let's do the first giveaway, and then we're gonna do a members only giveaway. Got to take advantage of our guy, Mr. John Warner, giving out all that sweet alpha here. Although, did I lose the? Oh no, there it is. All right, here we go. So we'll leave this up for a minute. We get 73 entrants right now. Like the stream, subscribe. Like Lizzo in the chat did. It's about that time. Lizzo said hashtag silly season. Go ahead, put that in the chat. We'll give this away here in a sec. What's everybody getting into this weekend, huh? What are people getting into? We got anything fun going on? Your boy's hanging home. We're not doing anything this weekend. Again, I was supposed to be in Port Vegas and Portland this weekend. Really bummed I'm not there. Let's do day 2 of a poker tournament. All right, what are we looking at, Sorare NBA squad? What are we looking at? Sorare NBA squad, you need to link up with John Warner. I think former still poker pro. I don't know what John's status is. I miss the felt too. I haven't played in a while. But I started following these poker influencers on Instagram, and I'm just enjoying it, man. Here's another day in the life of a 21-year-old poker player. Well, we head over to the Venetian at 9:30 a.m., and it's another tough grind, brother. Then we played with the regs. Oh, man. It's the best. It's the best. I honestly enjoy their content too. Like, I wish I've been trying to come up with I want to create like a washed hooper, like 40 plus Instagram account, but that's all I can think of when I see that is just be like, hey, what's up, guys? I'm about to go play basketball, which is essentially the YMCA, but for old people. Wendell Carter Jr. projects pretty well, Alan. He projects pretty well. Cap at 20 with a projection of 30. I think it was something like that. He projected better than Goga Batazzi. That's what we did learn. Let's see. I'll give you an actual number. No, cap at 22, the projection of 30. I don't know why I had to double check. Yeah, I think I am gonna do it. I day in the life of a 40 and over men's league player. Yeah, I do think it would be funny. Like when I have those 9 o'clock games, it's pretty funny. I also am like, I'm sure you guys can tell. I'm not a dick. I'm very positive, for the most part. But I'm very loud. Like I'm very, I'm very animated, and I'm just trying to make friends, but I'm yelling a lot. Yeah, be the Armenian Amir Khan. Oh yeah. I know, dude. What it would be was at like 4 o'clock, me drinking coffee so that I could be awake for a 9. Dude, John, when's the latest? I don't know how old you are, John. I feel like you are in between me and Nez. I don't know how old you are, but I also don't know how old Nez is, so I don't know why I even said that. But I assume Nez is the youngest of the three of us, and I assume you were like, I would say 38 is what I would say for John. Maybe that's too old. 36, maybe 36. But what's the latest your hockey games start? A 9:20 a 9:20 p.m. basketball game is insane. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe that happened. No, the starts of the games are always hilarious because I really wish you know what? I'm just gonna record. I am gonna record like a full game. You need to see these dudes I'm playing. These dudes are huge. Oh, 36. Okay. Wait, you had a 10-15? 10-15? Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, then I gotta shut the fuck up, man. That's crazy. Also, I apologize I gave you 2 extra years, but if we're being honest, 35 to 39 are all the same year. My guess is Nez is like 30, 29. He's got young man energy. You can see it in him. It seems like his knees are fine, you know? Um, you can just tell. You can just tell somebody. You can just looking in their eyes, you can tell if their knees are bothering them. Yeah, 9 is I think I'm okay starting the game at 9. The problem for me is getting home at like 11 something. Taking public transit at like 10:30 all sweaty and gross. I'm usually not thrilled about that. I'm not thrilled about it. But anyways, all right, let's give away this first giveaway, and then we're gonna do a second one that's gonna be members only. If you haven't signed up or you are not a member yet, I'll drop a link to that into the chat here. We'll do a second one. And though we're switching to members only, it doesn't change. It doesn't change like you can still watch the show. It's not going to make you not watch the show. You just can't participate in the chat. Bick, actually, they're pretty good. I shouldn't say actually, Bick. Most of your questions are good. Do you think Klingon will be out and it'll be Reeth then? What? Yeah. So yes, I do think this Q tag is way too late for Klingon to be fine. I think. I mean, the game starts in a few hours, and we did get Wiggins available to play. Like what time? Like that came out 43 minutes ago. The game's a couple hours. All right, so Dwap Reeth right now, based on projections, Dwap Reeth right now has a cap of 16. He projects for 19.5. I would say that ends up being 33. I would say his projection jumps to 33. So with a cap of 16. All right, chill. All right, let's go. Let's spin it. This is gonna be the first giveaway, and then again, we'll spin it. We'll start a second one just for members only. You guys know the drill. If you win, shoot me a DM at Mike Zakarian. Join the Discord. That's another way for you to tell me. Il Joker. See, this right here makes me think Nikola Jokic is playing the second game this weekend. You know what I'm saying? That makes me think he's playing the second game because Joker won right here. So that's the W. That is the W right there. You said incoming rig. I don't remember the last time the Il Joker won. All right, I'm gonna set up a second one here in a second. Just for like again, if you're a member, sign up. If you're not a member, sign up. If you are a member, this shouldn't change anything here. And it takes a second for me to switch over. Members only. Let's save it. There we go. We should be in members only mode. Hell yeah. Best value under 16 is going to be anybody that plays for the 76ers. That's going to be I'll pull it up again in a second though. Hold on. Let's start another one here. You know what? We're going to do hashtag badge bros because John donated so many or gave away gift is the right word. So like the stream, subscribe, hashtag badge bros. That's going to be for the VIP giveaway that we're going to do here. Boston Base is still here. You love to see it. Leaving hints as to who you think we were playing by rigging the giveaways for stuff. Yeah, hell yeah. It's a sign. All right, let me go look at 16 and under. Josh Giddey. Let me go see what that looks like for projections. I know it's gonna be a lot of the guys we talked about, but DJP you just got here, so that's fine. I would add Dwap Reith to that list because he is Kappa 16. All right, if we sort by, let's do it. Less than or equal to 16. Oops. Let's apply it. And then let's just sort straight by value. So Daquan Jeffries, yeah, I feel like I didn't talk enough about him. He seems to be like the one constant here for Charlotte. Ryan Dunn, I actually don't love the Ryan Dunn call as well. I know he's going to be out there, but it's just like, I don't know. Ryan Dunn, I don't want to say Tony Snell's not a fair comparison. Ryan Dunn's got like a little bit of Patrick Williams in him, maybe. I don't know. And that's not a shot at him long term. I think he's going to be a great pro. From a fantasy perspective, I'm not thrilled about it. But Jaime Hawkins' cap being down at 11 is wild, man. What happened to Jaime, huh? We got Sandro. We talked about Sammy. How's it, kid? Colby Jones. What's crazy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The sixth highest guy is a cap of 3 in this. Kai Jones, Blake Wesley, Osai Brissett, Obi Tops. Shout out to Obi Toppin, by the way. We haven't mentioned that game at all, but holy crap, Obi Toppin, huh? Wild stuff there. Wild stuff from Obi Toppin this game week. And the Pacers themselves. The Pacers are playing this right, man. They're getting a ton of rest from their guys. Halliburton hasn't played like in a few nights. Still getting W's. The Bucks have been losing games. I know they won last night against the Lakers. Won last night against the Lakers. You love to see it. Love to see a Lakers loss. I still can't get over the types of games we have tonight, man. It is like I'm looking at this NBA slate and like Pistons, maybe Cleveland Suns. I feel like could have some interesting. Memphis Clips would have been fun. The Blazers being favored by 2.5 still is wild. Do we think Jamal Murray's not playing? Let me do a refresh on that. Is that still 2.5? I mean, I guess the Blazers are just good. Like, there's literally no game I want to watch tonight. Rockets Heat, I guess. Man, March Madness came at the right time. Weisberg, you know what, dude? I'll pronounce fucking Brissett however I want. No, thank you. O'Shea Brissett. What did I say? Osai? I said O'Shea Brissett? Osei? Osei, can you see Brissett? Here's some content updates for you guys. Go watch Adolescence on Netflix. Take an Ativan afterwards, though. Not financial or medical advice. Go watch Adolescence Elite Television. If you haven't watched the new season of Shoresy, go watch that. If you haven't watched, obviously, the Severance finale, Slapped. Adolescence is the best thing I've seen in 10 years. It was bonkers, man. So good. I'm an episode behind on Daredevil. I'm going to crush that this weekend with my wife, I think, because she likes it. We're an episode behind on Abbott Elementary. We're going to be watching that. Oh, my God. Dope Thief on Apple. With Brian Tyree Henry. Woo! That's a little adrenaline kick. Also, one of the dudes who played one of the older Mr. and Mrs. Smiths from the Apple series, I forget his name. He's great in it. I still like White Lotus, but I don't have high expectations for. I'm not like riveted, but not riv. That's not the right word. White Lotus is just like a hang for me. There you go, Taylor. That's why you watch, man. That's why you watch. Um, let's see. Also, I just saw the DM from Il Joker. Hell yeah, brother. Congrats. I'll hit you up later this weekend. Yeah, Daredevil's pretty fun. I think Dope Thief is great. Oh, I'm watching 1,000 Blows. I'm basically watching anything Stephen Cameron's in. 1,000 Blows, also really good. Great stuff. Great stuff. All right, relax, Boston Base. Do you guys have any suggestions? Anything else that we should get into this weekend? I don't think I'm going to be going out too much, even though I am having a beer right now. I think I'm going to be staying indoors for the most part to get healthy. I think it's called 1,000 Blows, isn't it? It's not like a Lily Phillips thing. It's about a boxing show, a period piece that took place in London in like the early, maybe late 1800s. Yeah, 1,000 Blows. Paradise, yeah, Paradise slaps. Paradise slaps. Peaky Blinders obviously slaps. They're doing the movie, right? We gotta get a Peaky Blinders movie. Oh, I beat you to that joke though. I beat you to it. It's Hershey. Yeah, Paradise slaps. I did watch Paradise. Would you play Math? Yeah, I mean Matt. Yes, I would. You're getting shots for your Historia Hoops League. Hell yeah, let's go, Boron. It's not a story though. It's Manhattan, baby. We're in the streets. We're in the Manhattan streets. Oh, Peaky's Blind. Oh, is that the same guy? I didn't realize that. Yeah, I should for real. We'll should have some baseball content soon. I just need to get my shit together a little bit with that. Let's look at Benedict Mathurin. Actually, that's a good question. So they have. Wait to the. Oh wait. What's his cap though? Yeah, I think with a cap of 20, you can still do it. I actually think he can like the one game sucks, man. Like I don't think I wouldn't want him in my main lineup. The one game does suck. But he's been pretty good lately. And I know a lot of that is with Hallie out, but Mathurin is still somebody that can get there with Hallie in, I think. Especially with the way John, close your ears. But the way McConnell's been playing lately, I don't know. Yeah, I would do it. I would do it. Sorare NBA squad. I would. All right, let's get these badge bros up here. Like the stream, subscribe. I feel like that's me taking credit for badge bros. I just want to make sure the people know I'm just giving love to badge bros. Only 20 VIPs in the chat right now. What's going on, fellas? Get that in there. Let's see. I got my lineups locked in. It's so weird not to be scrambling here trying to figure out late swaps for underdog. We need to get the dog back in New York, man. We do. We need it. No, Borland. It was Il Joker. Il Joker. IL Joker or LL Joker. LL Cool Joker. Deserves more than a badge. You're right. You're right. Yeah, it is about boxing. It's really good. I would say it takes the first episode, it takes like 25 minutes to get into it, I thought. But there, again, if you got good acting, I'll fucking watch anything. The actors in it are really good. It's pretty good. I recommend. Highly recommend. It's on I think it's a Hulu show or an FX show on Hulu, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Anything else? You guys got anything else for me? We wrap it up here. Good week of content, everybody. We did it. Monday, we're back. NBA bet. I think Weisberg's going to come hang out Monday and jerk off about the Celtics sale. And then we'll cover this weekend in hoops. We've got how are we feeling about Chet? Feel like they rest. That's what I was saying. It's Hershey. I think he's going to play one of the two games. I think Chet sits one of these games. I do. When NCAA bid, I can't. Like, if you think I can barely get around to the MLB bit, I definitely am not going to get to the NCAA bit. Just, it's not happening. That's not happening. All right, let's see what is this contest up to right now before we get out of here. We're up to 36. Let's send some invite to some people that haven't gotten it yet. We got 7 new ones. Let's get it. Let's get them in there. Yeah, there we go. You love it, dude. Love billionaires, man. Dude, Top Shot Common Man is down so bad. And listen, I don't know. I don't blame you for lashing out. You know, I don't blame you for lashing out after how the Dallas Mavericks have done you wrong. Who will be my first MLB purchase? I don't know, man. I don't know. I got to think about it. I got to dive in. I'm going to listen to like 5 podcasts this weekend. And then I'll be ready. I'll be ready for some MLB talk. All I know is the Red Sox are already injured. That's all I know. Man, this is the problem. Like, you want to be nervous about ownership changes, like what we saw in Dallas. Same thing with the Red Sox, man. And they don't even have new ownerships. It's just like sometimes people start sucking. Oh, brutal. Baseball was like my favorite sport for such a long time. And they took that away with Mookie Betts. I'll never forgive him. And it's like that times 100 if you're a Mavs fan, I'm sure. Also, real dorky thing, Jason Gallagher followed me on Instagram. That felt like a huge win, which is, you Mavericks fans might know that. That might be a very Maverick fan specific thing. But that was a cool win for me. I don't bring that up a lot. I love that. That was a fun follow. That one made me feel good. Yeah, agreed. Listen, man, that's Common Man. We found the common ground. We all hate the same people now, and they're billionaires. All right, let's spin it. This is going to be a rare tier card giveaway number 2. We're giving away 2 today. This is the second one for the members only. Again, shout out to John and the Badge Bros for donating as many memberships as they did, and for Boston Base, who donated an NBA Bit member and one of these. So let's do it. Here we go. John should win it just for karma. You know what I mean? Give a little, you get a little. Give a little, you get a little. Taylor. Wow, this might be Taylor's first win, or at least first win in a while. That feels big. Big for Taylor. Go Rockies. Go Nuggets. Go. Who else do you have over there? Avalanche? Are the Avalanche still there? I don't even know. Yeah, it is first win of this year. Okay, first win this year. All right. I forgot to join Taylor's March Madness. Guys, this is the first year since I was 16. I did not do a bracket this year. I forgot to join Taylor's contest. All right, we're gonna call it there, everybody. Best of luck this weekend. Hope you guys have a fun hang. Good luck in the Sorare streets and the underdog streets and the NCAA streets. The streets that Boston Base hangs on when he tries to pick up the ladies. We'll see you Monday.